War. War never changes. In the year 1945, my great-great-grandfather, serving in the army, wondered when he'd get to go home to his wife and the son he'd never seen. He got his wish when the US ended World War II by dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The world awaited Armageddon. Instead, something miraculous happened. We began to use atomic energy not as a weapon, but as a nearly limitless source of power. People enjoyed luxuries once thought the realm of science fiction. Domestic robots, fusion-powered cars, portable computers. But then, in the 21st century, people awoke from the American dream. Years of consumption led to shortages of every major resource. The entire world unraveled. Peace became a distant memory. It is now the year 2077. We stand on the brink of total war. And I am afraid. For myself, for my wife, for my infant son. Because if my time in the army taught me one thing, it's that war never changes. War never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight, hun.
You think?
Absolutely. Now get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Right.
Hey, my turn,
Hello
big guy.
there, everybody. It's time to play Fallout 4 and survival mode, and I am just doing very default here as far as character look goes, for one simple reason, or actually two. First one being to be able to shut this off before somebody slaps this video with a copyright claim for the music. I'm using a mod, an add-on. Mod, really, not an add-on, but mod, which turns radios off, but it actually does not turn this one off. Only works once the tutorial is over. Now, before I move on here, let me point out one thing, and then I'll talk about other stuff. This first video is just going to be the Vault segment. If you are not interested in the Vault segment, move on to the next one, next actual episode in this playlist. That's where all the actual Wasteland stuff begins to happen. So I'm going to spend this first episode just going through the tutorial, the Vault segment, all of this stuff, because I haven't done that for a long time now, so I kind of want to refresh my memory. But I am also going to take advantage of this to explain a whole bunch of things about this, what I have in mind here for this particular Fallout 4 survival mode Let's Play. So let's get to it, huh?
Ah, good morning, Mum. Your coffee, 173.5 degree Fahrenheit, brewed to perfection. And today's newspaper just delivered.
One thing he forgot to mention, that this is a coffee cup of holding. You drink from it, and no coffee is actually gone from the coffee cup. That's probably, especially if they manage to replicate this technology for tea as well, this is probably the biggest technological achievement in this entire universe so far. Well, now this beginning is obviously just waiting for that guy to show up at the door, so I am taking this moment here to talk about other stuff. You do that.
I know we were nervous at first, but I'm glad we got Codsworth.
Oh yeah, pointing out also, there is a whole lot of little interactions here. If you have not done any of this, haven't played Fallout 4 for a long time, give it a look. It has all sorts of quirky little things the world can tell you about. Now, so what I have in mind here is to play Fallout 4 as the lady survivor. Partially because that I just find from role-playing point of view that the male version is more suited to actually surviving the wasteland, being a military and all of that. Whereas the lady, well, having been taking a law degree and all of that, just feels a little bit more, you know, just feels a little bit more outlandish for the lady to be the actual survivor and actually being able to survive in the wasteland. But hey, let's talk.
Good morning, Vault-Tec calling.
And yes, in case this does not look familiar to you as the thing, this is a modded Let's Play. Mod list down in the description below. Have a look there if you are interested in what mods I am using. I'll talk a little bit about that as well later on.
Go on.
Nice to find you, ma'am. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
I'm here now.
So you are. So you are. Now, I know you're a busy woman, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being, a precious commodity. I'm here today to tell you that because of your family's service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault. Vault 111.
But I have a family. You can fit us all, right?
Of course, of course. Minus your robot, naturally. In fact, you're already cleared for entrance. It's just a matter of verifying some information. Don't want there to be any holdups in the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation. Won't take but a moment.
Sure. Let's do it.
Splendid. Splendid. Now, let's see.
Now, I apologize I didn't read through the actual possible responses, but I read fairly quickly. So, there is that. Let's just... Name is going to change. There's going to be a disconnect between this episode and next one, because the appearance of the character will change, the name will change. I'm just gonna be called Walt Werler. Now, actually, I am going to min-max the heck out of this, this Vault segment. I kind of have an idea in my head of what I want to do for the character build, but I'm not going to talk about that here at all. I'm going to talk about it in the next episode where I actually play that character in the wasteland itself. So, what you do is, come on, stop that, thank you. You maximize intelligence, no matter, because you cannot level up during the Vault segment, no matter how hard you try. There is just no XP there, not enough XP there to be gained, no matter what your intelligence is. However, maximize your intelligence because you can change all of this before you leave the vault. So I'm gonna do that, then I'm gonna do something like, I don't know, like this. Because none of this matters for the vault except for the intelligence, which gives you bonus XP points. So I'm gonna do that.
Wonderful. That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and Sean, no price is too high.
Good answer.
I have my moments.
Mom, Sean has been changed, but he absolutely refuses to calm down. I think he needs some of that maternal affection you seem to be so good at.
Go ahead, honey. I'll be there in a second to help, okay?
This actually reminded me that Cosworth actually mentions certain names. I should have tried to have a space between the Vault Dweller to find out if Vault Dweller is actually a name the Cosworth actually will mention. Could have been curious. I have no idea. I haven't ever really tried any of that stuff. Or actually really looked into it either.
Oh, how'd you get on the floor, Mr. Bear?
My boy isn't giving his mother any trouble, is he? Hey, I fixed that mobile on his crib the other day. Why don't you give it a spin? That's my boy, on his best behavior, just like his dad. Well, most of the time anyway. Listen, after breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
Oh, right. The park. With you. Because I want to get pregnant again.
Sir, Mum, you should come and see this.
Codsworth? What's wrong?
I guess we go find out. The world is ending.
Yes, followed by flashes, blinding flashes, sounds of explosions. We're trying to get confirmation.
What?
We seem to have lost
What did he
contact
say?
with our affiliate stations.
Oh no.
We do have coming in. That's confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. My God.
Oh my God.
We need to get to the vault. Now!
Door smacked into my face.
Residents of Sanctuary Hills, if you are registered, evacuate to Vault 111 immediately.
This could have been interesting, like an interesting little Easter egg they could have built here by, let's say, making it so that if you just leave your character standing here for like, I don't know, half an hour, you go make a lunch, leave the game running, something like that. You would actually come back to you know, end of the game screen because the bombs actually fell. I think that could have been an interesting little Easter egg to add here. That could have been funny, but obviously that would be awful for some players and all of that. Like,
If you're in the vault program,
That's absurd! I am
not on the
Vault
list.
Tech.
You don't get in.
I'm going in. You can't
Sir!
Oh.
We need to get in. We're on the list.
Infant, adult male, adult female. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Good luck, sir. And God help us all.
that is one very not descriptive list. If you haven't ever looked at that list, there it is. Oh, I like that. I like that quite a bit.
You two, follow me! Come on!
What's gonna happen to all those people
We're
outside the
doing
gate?
everything we can! Now keep moving!
How about we hijack this thing and fly off into the sunset or something? You know, instead of going into the vault. Oh right, I seem to remember you can't even get in here. God dang it! Let me in, you cop. Nah. Can I at least have the minigun? Thanks. Like, maybe, please. Ah, so very unhelpful.
Step on the platform! In the center!
Almost there. Is Sean okay?
He's fine. We're gonna be okay. I love you.
Oh my God!
Hold on!
Can't this thing move faster?
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
And then we all died. Or at the very least had our eardrums blown off, because the pressure wave wouldn't just be going over our heads, it would also be coming down this damn tunnel with us. Because the door wasn't closed by the time the
We're okay.
shockwave went over.
Everyone please step off the elevator and proceed up
Ladies
the stairs
first.
in an orderly fashion.
No need to worry, folks. We'll get everyone situated in your new home. Vault 111. A better future underground.
So we just
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going at this fairly quickly. I just wanted to mostly just wanted to remind myself of how this stuff how goes, because I haven't done this in such a long time.
You'll need your suits before we can take you further.
Thanks. What now?
Teleportation technology has already been invented, and also if you now look, if you pay attention, your spouse, they never actually pick up a vault suit for themselves. They are already part of this whole vault operation. So something to keep in mind. They never pick it up. They already have one.
Going over all that in orientation. Just a few medical items we have to get through first.
It's a good fit.
Just checking everyone off the list as they come in.
Yeah, show me that list. It's the same list as the guy in the passing the gate, right? Yes, it is.
Such a lovely family you have. I hope you'll see this as your new home.
Just step in here and put your vault suit on.
Who's my little guy? I'm not going far. I'll just be over there.
There she is, see? Mommy's not going far.
All set? Just step inside and put on your vault suit.
At least this is a fairly progressive society, because for the most part, in situations like this, you would always stick the infant with the mother instead of the father. So maybe that shows some. Oh yeah. Let me do this.
Time for a whole new life.
Let me just. I love that you can look around this, but there is a. I just remembered that there is a bit of a whatchamacall that, like a continuation error here, which I just remembered. Somehow, I can't remember why I noticed. Maybe it was because for the first time I played Fallout 4 I figured this out already. Might have been. So, you realize where my camera was pointed there at the end, right? Now look at where my camera is pointing right now. So, I mean, that would have been such an easy continuation error to not have in the game, right? They could have just,
this is the one. Here.
you know, actually built that in, made you turn the camera yourself. I do love that they allow you to bang on the wall here. Let me out of here! Oh. Slaughter all of you.
Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Oh yeah, and there is a little bit of an error here as well.
Let the boy go.
Listen to this.
I'm not giving you shot!
Hear that? Since when do revolvers eject cartridges, or rather shell casings?
At least we still have the backup.
So there is a little bit of a error there as well. I'm kind of curious. I actually never looked into that. Like, what kind of a gun were they originally intending for the guy to have? So that they did all the recordings of the audio and everything else, you know, with the shell casing, with the landing on the floor, all of that. And then they eventually just, you know, animated him to have a revolver instead of whatever gun he was supposed to have. I assume he was probably just supposed to have a 10mm pistol, considering that's the only, you know, base pistol the game has, or possibly the railroad version of it. I am not opening that cryopod. Let's leave him in peace in there. Everybody else was dead, at least if memory serves. Alright, let's loot everything. Take all the loot with me. Ah, now we are in the vault segment, and I can actually talk about all this stuff I meant to talk about. Let's start with mods. Because this is, as mentioned, a model let's play. MODLIST down in the description below, if you're interested. I am not gonna talk about the individual mods. I am going to simply mention that I am not running any mods that truly change the way the game plays. I am instead running a bunch of mods that sort of affect the gameplay in general, like in various ways. Like make minor changes here and there and little tweaks and so on. But nothing which truly changes the way the game plays. I don't really want to read all of these. And if you're watching this, you're probably already all of this. You know, you're probably familiar with all of this. Basically, synopsis, if memory serves me correct, from when I last played Fallout 4, at least this beginning part. Well, we got frozen in those pods, and security, like there was eventually a mutiny led by the security to get out of here because nobody wanted to hang around in this vault. And then those guys came and stole my child and all of that.
Giant roaches? What the hell?
Now, as for the other things I have in my mind for this Let's Play is that, I kind of want this to be a sort of a, top 10? Oh, right, this was just, you know, Q, top 10 list of the players. I was wondering for a moment, what? Anyway, so, what I want to do here, like what I have planned, at least in the back of my mind, what I have planned, is to make this into, or rather, do all the things I have yet to do in Fallout 4, which is to say, Nuka World DLC and Far Harbor DLC. Because I have not done either of those DLCs. Let me also refill all of these balls with purified water so I have stuff to drink. So, Nuka World, I have done the very start bit, which gets you into the Nuka World. And Far Harbor, I have never even entered. I just never got around to doing those DLCs, and I really want to finally do those. Also, I want to do something else with Fallout 4 as well. Because, something I realized a little while back. Because when I was thinking of, okay, hey, I want to play some more Fallout 4, like, I want to do those DLCs and whatnot.
What happened here? Where is everyone?
And I was thinking, okay, do I turn that into a Let's Play? Because I already have Let's Play on this channel of Fallout 4, like the base game and Automatron DLC. Also, oh jeez, that was a mistake and a half. Yeah. I have not played Fallout 4 for quite some time, so there's bound to be some mistakes here. Anyways, and I also have like the very beginning of like survival mode Let's Play here as well. Like, this is not the first time I play survival mode.
Nice. Coming back later for you.
However, neither of those survival mode Let's Plays got very far for a variety of reasons, which I'm not gonna go into. And so, I was like, do I want to do this into a Let's Play or not? And then I decided to do this into a Let's Play, because I kind of want to make this as a sort of a personal challenge thing as well in the same go. Because I have not done a, like a serious melee thing in Fallout 4 yet. And I want to play a melee character here. Okay, let's just open the tunnel, and the rest of this is just, you know, other stuff of that mutiny and whatnot. And the fact this is a freezing unit. Okay, gotcha. Well, okay, got them. Got a bunch of them. Okay, so as mentioned, I have tried melee a couple times. in such a fashion as I have I remember that I tested like a bit Blitz build just to see, like long time ago when the game had basically just come out, just to see how Blitz works, and I'm not planning to do Blitz here. Like I don't want to do a full Blitz thing. So there is that. I haven't fully like decided to on all the special stats yet. I just know about what I wanna do. So that this also gives me a little bit of time to actually go and try that all, like think on it a little bit further before I jump into the next episode, into the next actual segment. And also something else about Fallout 4 is that when I play Fallout, I always want to sort of play them as a role-playing game.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please stand back.
One of the best parts of Fallout games always when you get out of the vault. Anyway, as I mentioned, I have like because most of my Fallout experience is not in the Fallout 4. I have played a whole lot of Fallout 1, as in the original Fallout. I've played the original Wasteland even. The Fallout 2, I absolutely love Fallout 2. Then Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, like Fallout New Vegas being a much more roleplay heavy game. So when I was thinking of like, what do I want to do with Fallout 4 still, and obviously wanting to do those 2 DLCs, it came to my mind that I really need to then take advantage of the one strength of Fallout 4, or essentially 2 I would say, which is the fact that Fallout 4 is not really a role-playing game anymore. Like, not really. Like the actual, at least to me, this is not a role-playing game when I compare this to Fallout New Vegas. Like, not even close. So, what I want to do here, want to take advantage of then when it comes to Fallout 4, is the sort of the super mutant orders you can find as an item, which is a text thing you can read, is a very good description of what I have in mind. Because the super mutant orders go from top down: kill, loot, return. And that is essentially what I have in mind here. Kill, loot, return to settlement, build settlements. And then eventually work my way around the map, meet all the factions. I have no idea what factions I'm gonna work with yet. Do all the DLCs, see what comes out in the end. So basically, I wanna explore the wasteland, I wanna build settlements, and so on. Like, I wanna do that stuff, and I wanna do it with melee, for personal challenge. Probably means that I am going to have to go at this entirely alone, do a lone wanderer, instead of wandering around with companions, just to make sure that I don't die constantly. So there is that. Let me fill up my health bar by drinking from something, and then I can basically call this an episode. Oh yeah, there was a... Here's something I can drink from to get full health, and so on. Now, also I have to mention that I am not so sure on this white UI setup. I prefer a warmer color when it comes to UI, like something like dark orange, something like that. But I'm gonna try this white UI for the moment, just out of curiosity and so on. Anyways, this episode is gonna end here. I'm gonna redesign the character, change all the specials and all of that, and actually think on the build a little bit, and so on. And I will see you folks in the next episode, where I'm gonna talk through all the changes and such. And I'm not gonna talk about any of these other plans anymore afterwards. This was the first episode where I wanted to go through all of that while also going through this whole thing. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.